Legends, welcome back to the channel. John here on a beautiful day here in Lincolnshire, and actually the title of this video may be a bit misleading because not only is this a look around of my Rover 75, well, it's a bit of an excuse to use a brand new piece of kit because I'm filming this video today with my Osmo Pocket 3. It is a brand new camera that you guys effectively have bought me by watching the videos on this channel. So this video, not only are we going to look around my Rover 75, but we're going to test my brand new piece of kit. So bear with me as I get used to using the new camera, and hopefully the footage is going to be a bit more cinematic. I am of course going to show you my 2000 plate Wedgewood Blue Rover 75. It is the club edition, but we'll talk about that when we get looking round it. Quick video then of me testing out my new camera and checking out my Rover 75. So not only should you now be able to see the video footage in 4K, but you should be able to see the Rover 75 in all its glory. I bought this car a couple of years ago now. I saw it advertised on Facebook Marketplace. It had been traded in at a local garage of the original owner, and the reason that the original owner was selling it is, well, I think that the garage had advised them that it probably was going to need some work doing on it in the near distant future, because if you haven't followed the series on the channel, Dad and I have done quite a lot of work on the car in the past few years, including a new head gasket and replacing one of the sills. Now, if you are a regular viewer of the channel, you will know why I bought this car, but let me tell you again why I bought it in this updated video. Dad, when I was a kid, used to work at a Rover garage. He used to work for a Rover dealership. In fact, it was Holland Brothers here in Boston in Lincolnshire. And when I was a child, he brought one of these home to show me, I suppose, as he was going to do his training to become a Rover 75 master technician. He was the technical expert at his garage for this car. And me being, I don't know, I must have been 11 or 12 at the time, thought that this car looked like an absolute spaceship. I distinctly remember being at our house where my parents used to live as a child, and Dad bringing this home and just seeing all the chrome. And at the time, I think my dad was driving a Mitsubishi Galant, something like that. He'd had a Rover 600s, but Mitsubishi Galant H995 HAV at the time, and this to me, well, it seemed like a Rolls Royce. It seemed like a beautiful car, and it was in this colour and in this trim with the chrome. I suspect at that time Dad had probably brought home one of the top spec ones, maybe even a diesel connoisseur, but this is not that. It is the Rover 75 Club, powered by the fabled 1.8 litre K-series engine. But like I say, I saw it for sale on Facebook Marketplace and I had to have it, and it cost me, well, £800. I went and picked it up from the chap that was selling it on behalf of the original owner, Mr. Cowley, and drove it home. And yes, on the way home it spat its dummy out. It started to be a little bit hot, it overheated, and it needed, well, water in it by the time I got home. Dad and I thought that at the time it was just the coolant cap that had failed, but then we discovered after lots of work that it did need that head gasket replacing. So finished in Wedgewood Blue, which is exactly the same colour that Dad brought home when I was a child, and it really pops, this colour. And if you know anything about Rovers and Rover 75s, you'll know that there's two lots of Wedgewood Blue. There's this colour, the early Wedgewood Blue, and then Wedgewood 2, so to speak, which I don't think is as nice a colour as this. What a beautiful car, and often heralded as the last of the British mass-produced vehicles. Yes, you've got Aston Martin and all sorts of stuff still being produced here in the UK, but I would agree that the Rover 75 was potentially one of the last British cars manufactured and built here in the UK. Yes, of course, actually, technically, if you look at stuff, well, it says BMW, and I think if you look at this alloy wheel nut there, it does say BMW on it, but we'll ignore that for now. There are obviously harks to the German design in this car all over the place. But yeah, we'll take a look around the car. It is a relatively good example, this one, 50,000 miles from new, and it doesn't seem to have anything too fancy. Things we don't have in this model that you would have potentially got in the higher spec editions include the chrome grille. We haven't got the chrome grille here, we've got the normal fins on there, which are the plastic ones, but I'm okay with that. We haven't got any headlight washers. I'm okay with that. We haven't even got the posh headlights. There is a single dent on the car, which is in the bonnet here. You may or may not be able to see that, and my dent man Josh is going to come round and do that for me very shortly. He has been booked in and he's going to come and address it for me in the next couple of weeks. When I bought the car, it needed some TLC, it needed a good old clean, the interior as well, and it was missing things like the original floor mats and the original number plates. It's got the smiley number plate on the back now, which I have replaced, and it's just slowly a bit of a work in progress. Let's take a look at the interior, and you'll see that this sill here at the back is starting to blister, but it's not too bad. It needs just a little bit of tickling. For those of you that know Rover 75s, you'll see the black sill and you'll see the sort of torpedo badges, and you'll see inside, and you will know that it is a pre-project car, pre-project drive car. Now for some people that means something, for some people that means nothing, but effectively a cost saving exercise from Rover at the time. There's lots and lots and lots of differences which I won't go into in this video, but some of the basic things include, well, real wooden dash turning into plastic, the removal of piping in the headrests and the interior, and just generally cheapening it all the way around. So let's take a look inside. It's not overly clean in here at the moment, and you'll see that the door cards aren't perfect, they are sagging. But if we look at the headlining, well, the headlining is in fantastic condition on this car. It hasn't sagged at all, which is really rare for cars of this era, especially the Rovers, as you know. The piping on the seats is very good, and it's cloth. They are cloth seats, and they're not too bad considering the car is, well, now 25 years old. Many people have suggested to me, John, why don't you replace the seats, get a nice set of leather seats, get a nice leather steering wheel, the leather and wood, and just start tarting it up a little bit with some of the optional extras, chrome wing mirror caps, etc. But if you know me, and you know what I do, I like to keep the cars the way that they sort of left the dealership, the way that they left the factory, and not tart them up any more than they should be. The interior does need a good old clean, as I say, but it's a really nice cabin, a really spacious place to be, and it's a lovely old wafty barge to drive. Let's take a look in the rear. We'll have a look in the rear passenger side, and I don't really think that the rear of the car has ever properly been sat in. You do have the fold down interior here with the option to have your toolkit, not your toolkit, your first aid kit. I suppose you could put a toolkit in there, but you've got cup holders, pen holders in there, put your cards in there. It's a really nice little addition to the car, just that added touch of luxury. We've even got in here, well, cup holders in the back. Look at them. How cool are they? That, to me, as a child, would have been absolute luxury. That would have screamed luxury to me when you saw that as a child. The beeping, by the way, is Sam going past. So hello to Sam. We'll give him a shout out in this video. But what a beautiful looking thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go around to the driver's side and show you around there. Now, one thing I am struggling with this car is the alloy wheels. There is some serious caked on brake dust and dirt. The wheels are in relatively good condition considering they're 25 years old. One of my bugbears in life is this: wheel weights that have been put on the outside of alloy wheels. Why are people doing that? Why are people allowed to get away with that? Another pre-project drive thing that you might know about is the rear badge. There it is. And look at this gorgeous chrome Rover strip trim on there. I'm glad I put the smiley back on the boot as well. It really makes the car. We'll take a look at the interior here. Oh, it's locked at the back there. Why is that? That might be an error or a fault with the car. We'll have to have a look at that. And then the driver's side, well, yeah, still a really nice place to be. What I'll do is I'll open up the boot space, which will have some bits and pieces in as well for you to have a look at, and the engine bay. So I'll pop that while I'm here. You've got the engine pull here, the bonnet pull, and the boot press there. These could do with a bit of a clean up, this kick plate, but considering I haven't really given the interior much of a clean up in my ownership, well, it's not too bad. What I'm going to do is also just reach in and see if I can pull this door open. There we go. I wondered why that did that. So now we can see all the way through the car. It is a nice place to be. Right, let's get this boot lid open. Oh, ignore all my stuff that's in the boot. But you can see in there I've got the usual. I've got some coolant, some antifreeze, some oil, and my jump pack. Everything you need if you're an avid Rover 75 owner. We'll open up the bonnet as well. But you've got to admit it's a beautiful looking car, right? Or is it just me? Is it just me? Or is it a good looking thing? Oh, it's good looking. So like I said in the introduction, this is actually me testing out my new camera. So let me know in the comments down below what you reckon to the smoothness of the camera and the video quality. I'm filming this in 4K. And to pull the engine, or to pull the bonnet, you pull this lever here, and away we... Oh, can I do it one-handed? Probably not. Oh yes, I did. I managed it one-handed. And there is the fabled K-Series engine. Ignore the fact that the engine battery cover is not there. It's in the boot nice and safe. But there, well, is the kettle. Put the kettle on. That's an unfair joke that many people make, but the engine bay on this car is actually really good as well. It's not perfect, it's still a work in progress, but shout out to Dad for doing all his hard work under the engine bay there. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a quick walk around whilst all the flaps and doors and hinges and bonnet and windows and everything are open, so you can have a look at the exterior of the car, and then we'll end the video. So £800 I paid for the car. It cost me, I don't know, 50 quid to get it home, including train tickets. The coolant work, repairing the heater matrix, the new head gasket, which was actually donated to me by a channel viewer, and all the work there probably cost about £200, including putting a new sill on the driver's side as well. So we're about £1,000 in with the car. It has just been MOT'd, and well, it is what it is. It's a 50,000 mile, 25-year-old Rover 75 club. And one thing I like about this car is the fact that it is the base spec model. It's not the posh one, it is the base spec. And not many people seem to be saving those. You know, people seem to be saving the connoisseurs, they seem to be saving the diesels, they seem to be saving the SEs and all that sort of thing. But there's not many clubs left now on the UK's roads, so that's why I'm saving this one, that's why I've preserved it, and that's why I'm happy to give this one a home, because, well, it deserves to be loved, and it deserves to be cherished, and it deserves to live on. Let's take a look inside with the wide-angle lens on. Really nice place to be, the interior. Wafty and all sorts. Oh, I spent nearly £100 on floor mats, which Dad likes to remind me. But there it is in all its glory as well. What we'll do is we'll just start the engine up and you can listen to the engine note. So there it is. There is my 2000 plate Rover 75, and I'm sure in the effort for me to make it look good, I probably forgot to tell you something really important. But what do you reckon to the car? My question is, what is it worth? And what am I going to do with it long term? It's going to stay probably in the Coupland collection. I do deserve to drive it more than I have been doing. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments down below. Just a chilled video of us looking around my Rover 75. What would you do next to it, and what would you do to improve it? It needs a good old machine polish and the dent knocking out of the bonnet. But apart from that, well, it's in really lovely condition. And what do you reckon to this video? Has it been smoother? Has it been more chill? Has it been better quality video than me with my phone? Or actually, has it been a bit distracting and not very good? Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up please. More Rover 75 content still to come. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you reckon to the quality of the video on this video, I suppose. Like, subscribe and share. And for all you Rover 75 fans, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this latest video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I've selected a couple more videos for you, especially on this page. You might enjoy those, and don't forget to subscribe to always keep up to date with the channel.